知道粉碎德国汽车制造商在全球汽车市场上的领先地位是哪一个中国品牌吗？芬兰人对中国的电动汽车有什么感受呢？芬兰人喜欢中国速度吗？今天比亚迪在芬兰销售第一部大众汽车销量到底如何？价钱又是如何？这一集我们决定来探店。欢迎收看这一版的分分钟资讯。这个崭新的汽车 showroom 呢，是中国汽车厂牌比亚迪在芬兰的旗舰店。比亚迪目前是全球仅次于 Tesla 的第2大纯电动汽车制造商。根据呢芬兰汽车资讯中心 Finland's Automotive Information Center 所提供的预测，表示在芬兰2025年新车登记将会有42%是电动车，到了2032年将会达到70%。2040年，该国电动车数量将会达到150万辆。芬兰希望在2035年前就不要再销售燃油汽车了，比欧盟定的时间是还要早。这么大的企图心在推动电动车，但困难重重。阻碍电动车数量增加的其中一个原因就是电动车的价格。目前，芬兰电动车的价格大约是5万欧元，平均来说，较一般汽车昂贵许多。那我就好奇了，那我们在芬兰买台比亚迪要花多少钱呢
？I'd say the pricing is very competitive, even though it has customs and also the development costs, but that is what all brands have. So I would say that, and it's a part of BYD's strategy as well, is being premium but also affordable, meaning that it goes to a premium level in quality and finish, but the pricing is affordable, meaning that it is very competitive. It's Norway has been for quite a few years already. You could buy an EV without any VAT. You didn't have any tax on them. And you also had parking benefits. But Sweden, they used to have, still last year, what was called miljöbonus. For Finland, it has, we have had a emissions-based car tax. So the emission-based means that the higher the CO2, the higher the taxation on the car is. And EVs, when they are counted as zero emission, meaning that you don't have any car tax on them. So it's only VAT, and that pushes the prices down. When we launched the prices at the same time starting sales, the first reaction was that the prices are high. That was the public perception. But that is because they expected them to be lower, and because the common perception was that it's a Chinese brand, so also the quality might not be so good. And that's what we have been doing here all the time. So having press and also people coming in, they get to try the cars, and they get to see and also feel the difference in the quality. They can consider them being cheap to the quality that they offer. I think batteries should be recycled. And for example, with BYD is because they have their own blade battery technology, it also gives the possibility that you can recycle each blade separately. So for example, if one of the blades is damaged and doesn't work, you can take the whole battery pack and then just take individual blade out, put in a new one, and then the damaged one goes into recycles. The batteries that BYD uses, they don't have rare earth materials. So it's also easy to manufacture in big amounts, and they are easier to recycle. They say that you can do about 5,000 charging cycles, and that means that if you charge the battery, let's say 5 times a week, the battery is going to last about 19 years. Maybe drops about 30% compared to what you have in the summer, but that's not, it still gives good range. I mean, it means that you can still drive long distances.
我们现在呢就在BYD 的车子里面，然后呢，这是我今天的，其实它是我的 videographer， 他是我们的摄影师，然后他是一个 Finnish， 就是芬兰人，所以他今天要来帮我试一下这台车，就是以一个芬兰人的角度来跟我们讲一下，实际的反馈一下，到底这台车的感觉如何。
Very high quality interior. I like the materials a lot. I'm a big guy, almost 2 meters.
Yeah.
So I got a good seating position here. I use the electric adjustments very well, so it's a very good position and feels good on the back too.
Okay.
Very quiet.
Yeah, well, you can try it on the highway.
Feels very intuitive. I like the placement of stuff. It's very like easy to grab. It's like first time in this kind of car, but I can still I pretty much already know where everything is supposed to be, and they
That's
are
very
there.
important. How come you don't consider Tesla?
Well, the next car that I need is gonna be something a bit bigger because that Model 3 is it's not the biggest car. For example, this one. I used to drive a lot of like big diesel cars, so I'm used to the big, I'm a big guy. I like to have a little space there. And since I drive a lot, I also value the driving experience and how it actually feels in the driver's position. So you can already have enough range. So since now there's a lot more options, so I think it would be a good option to also look outside. Since Tesla is very, well, not provocative, but it's goes up and down. It's very much based on the like how much do they sell, what's the price of the car. I have a lot of friends who have the new Model S and X as well. I've also driven both of them, and they're phenomenal cars, but the quality control on pretty much every Tesla I've ever driven is something that leaves a bit, lacking in that if you're paying 150,000 for a car, yes, it's very fast, looks good. In a way, it's very luxurious in its own way, but I think for that kind of price and way less, half of that price, you can get something that you will be way more satisfied with. So
but how come you don't consider the Germany auto brand?
There is not a good option yet to come out. I think they're not as innovative in a way, that they're still stuck in many ways like they're old.
What's your first impression of this brand, the BYD?
It's
made in China, made in China cars.
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
Like in a way it sounds like, okay, so it's Chinese made, so it's probably like cheap and there's like 10 million of them already. But in a way also like always offer like new stuff, and in the past years, well, for instance, like Tesla has a factory in China, and like, I think the Chinese are evolving much faster as a market too.
随着电动汽车的兴起，内燃机将会被挤出市场。根据国际能源署的预测，在今年全球电动汽车的销量将会再创新高，预计的销量将会达到1400万辆，比去年会增长35%。届时呢，电动汽车在全球汽车市场的份额将会接近1/5，最大的市场当然就是在中国了。芬兰媒体已经派出了多名的汽车专家来做试驾，给出的评语都认为中国品牌将会是芬兰电动汽车市场上不容小觑的对手。但是芬兰媒体也都有着相同的一个疑虑，也就是中国制造过去在西方的刻板印象就是廉价，要如何在电动车市场上扭转刻板印象，带给消费者信心呢？有想法请告诉我。